All right, I was told that there aren't many soup recipes on Kuma's Kitchen. So this week we've got another soup recipe, and this time it is hearty potato soup with bacon and cheese. Big chunks of bacon in there from bacon block. Also cheddar cheese. And look at that soup, it's just thick because you don't puree the soup. I'm using a potato masher to smash it up. So you got little chunks of potato in there too. That's another great winter soup. It's thick, it's warm, warming throughout. Fantastic, easy to make. Make this in about half an hour, a little over half an hour maybe. That's it. So let's go in the kitchen and make some right now. So here are the ingredients for our soup. Now, across the front, well, we've got 5 cloves of garlic, thinly sliced, 2 tablespoons of flour, a half a teaspoon of pepper, a half teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon of dried dill, and then 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Next row, well, over here, 5 ounces or 140 grams of cheddar cheese grated, 1 onion chopped, 230 grams or 8 ounces of bacon block. It comes in a big block, and I'll just chop it up into like quarter inch by quarter inch or 5 millimeter by 5 millimeter sticks, kind of like that. Across the back here, we've got the potatoes. That is 2 pounds or 900 grams of potatoes, scrubbed. So I'm not peeling them. You can peel them if you want, but I like the skins in there. It just adds a little extra. And then cut into pieces, just chopped up like that. It's about between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch or 12 to 20 millimeters. Somewhere around there is good. Then across the back here, we've got the liquids. Now for the liquids here, this is, you can either use 2 cans, 2 15-ounce cans of chicken broth, or 4 cups of any kind of chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth too if you want to keep this vegetarian. Well, kind of hard to keep vegetarian. We got the bacon in there, no, isn't it? But either way, I like to use chicken broth. Just adds a good flavor. And then over here, I've got 3/4 of a cup of cream. Finish everything off. So first thing I want to do is I want to get the olive oil into the pot, using the big pot here, and bring that up to medium heat. Then let that heat up a little bit. First thing I want to do is I want to throw the bacon in there. What I want to do with this bacon is I want to cook it medium heat for about 5 to 8 minutes. Just want to give it a little bit of browning. Just give it a little bit of color. That's all really. So, cook that 5 to 8 minutes. See you back here. Got a little bit of browning happening there. That's looking good. What I'm going to do now is I've got a plate here with a little bit of paper towel on it. So I just put that out onto the paper towel. All right, there we go. I've got myself a nice little mountain of bacon there. Imagine, that's all going to be in the soup. That's going to be delicious. Now, one of the things I want to check now is, depending on how fatty your bacon is, I want about 2 tablespoons. Remember, we had a tablespoon of olive oil in there already. So I'm looking there. You can see that. That's not quite 2 tablespoons. I want to give it a little bit of an extra glug of olive oil, because I want about 2 tablespoons in there. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, it's just roughly. It doesn't have to be exact. Right, now what I'm going to do, bring that up to medium heat again. Now I'm going to toss in the onions, salt and pepper, and the flour. Stir that around a bit. I want to cook this for about 5 minutes. So I'll soften up the onions a bit and just give that flour, get that flour cooked a little bit so it's not raw. All right, so that'll be a full 5 minutes. I usually go about 3 to 5 minutes. So we're now. So go about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll be back and then go more ingredients. All right, see you then. All right, that's looking pretty good. What we'll do now is, ooh, just about smoking this time. Deglaze that bottom. Just a little bit of this broth to deglaze the bottom because that's where all that flavor sits. All right, gonna stir that around a bit. That's bringing up tons of flavor from off the bottom. Now, we're gonna add in the potatoes. We're gonna add in the garlic and the dill. Yeah, a little stir around in there. And then in goes the rest of the broth. Now what I want to do here, there's a little flavor in there. Let's get that out. Now what I want to do is bring this up, just starts boiling. And then I want to simmer it with the lid on for 20 minutes. It's going to soften up those potatoes, and then we're going to be ready to mash them into soup and add in the rest of the ingredients. So see you back here in 20 minutes, or a little bit more than 20 minutes, because we got to bring that up to a boil first. All right, that's been simmering for about 20 minutes. Ready to go. Steam. Look at that. We've got a beautiful, starting to thicken up in there because we've got the flour, and of course, been cooking with the olive oil. So that's starting to thicken up already as it is, but just wait. This is going to get thicker. So what I'm going to do now, first of all, I'll turn the heat off. I'm going to mash it. Not using a blender. I want this kind of roughly mashed. So just going to use a potato masher, good old-fashioned potato mash here. And just go around mashing until there's no more of the big chunks left, but there's little pieces of potato in there. Well, that's just fine. That's going to be great. All right, that's basically got the big chunks all mashed up. Let's have a look. What we see here is that we've got kind of like, see, just rough pieces in there. That's absolutely perfect. I'm going to bring the heat back up again. It's kind of medium low, it's fine. This stuff's already pretty hot as it is. Going to add in that bacon. Add in the cream. And the cheese. Now, stir that in. Cook this on about a medium low for just the next 3 to 4, 5 minutes, depending. What you want to do is you want to heat it up. You want to heat up the ingredients because, you know, all that cold ingredients when it's going to cool things down a bit. Heat that up, melt the cheese, and then we're ready to serve. So I'm just going to do this, stirring occasionally, heat for a few minutes, and we'll be back. All right, that's looking good. It's heated up, cheese is melted. Look at this, it's a thick, hearty, delicious soup. All right, let's serve some of that up. Grab a small bowl. Just, oh, look at that. Chunks of bacon in there, pieces of potato, cheese. Yeah, we can turn that heat off too. Okay, there we go. That is going to be absolutely delicious, hearty, winter fare, good, thick potato soup. All right, if you like this recipe, stick around. There's a lot more here in Kuma's Kitchen on the YouTube channel. We've got tons of original Kevin Riley Kuma's Kitchen recipes that are made especially for Kuma's Kitchen. Some are from years and years ago. Also, make sure you're subscribed because every Monday there's a new one coming up. I've got so many recipes yet to shoot as videos. So subscribe, and every Monday you're going to see a new one coming up on the channel. If you're not yet a patron of Kuma's Kitchen, well, consider becoming one, because for like as little as $3 a month, you can be supporting the creation of more and more of these recipe videos, these original Kevin Riley recipes that you're going to see only here in Kuma's Kitchen. And you get all the extra stuff that the patrons get in patreon.com in the feed. All right, now go out. Oh, look at this. Make this. That's going to be hot. Yeah. Make this delicious soup and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.